It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome to 2K Sports, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson, sitting alongside the Big Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal, and the prop plane, Kenny Smith. Our featured matchup tonight in Chicago, where the Bulls will be going up against the Charlotte Hornets. Checking out the Hornets, they struggled in this matchup last season. Only one win for them through 4 games. They'd like to make a statement tonight. And already the grind of the new season starting to show. Shaq, how do you stay fresh for the long haul, both as a player and as just a massive individual?
Veteran guys, you got to know how to pace yourself. And minute restrictions, it really has become a bigger part of the game.
Yeah, I agree. So, injury histories, always taken into account now. This is why you have to develop depth.
How do you stay fresh for the long haul?
Oh, man, I have this drink I put together.
Oh, really? What is it?
Oh, yeah. It's a little, I take tomatoes, right? And I squish them up, and it gets real like tomato sauce.
Uh-huh.
And I put that in. And then I take kale salad. I put that in.
What are you making, spaghetti?
I put ginger in it.
Yeah.
Put that in. I put a little cayenne pepper in, a little bell pepper.
Sounds disgusting.
Ernie, he's making lasagna over there.
Sounds disgusting.
Can I get some of your lasagna?
Oh, man, it's the pepper. It makes you pep up.
Yeah, that'll do it for us. Thanks for tuning in.
Also,
Nightfall in the Windy City with the Willis Tower and the rest of downtown Chicago lighting up the sky. Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us on 2K Sports. NBA action is coming up. This is Kevin Harlan. We've got Chris Webber and Greg Anthony with us. And from the sideline, we'll be hearing from David Aldridge. We've got an Eastern Conference battle ready to get rolling, and the Chicago crowd wants some love from their Bulls. This is their first chance this season playing Charlotte. Last season, they had the upper hand in the series, going 3-1 against these guys.
And they won the season series against this club last year, but, then again, so did a lot of other teams.
Two conference rivals, C-Web, squaring off tonight. A little extra. You can feel it riding on this one.
Oh, yeah. And you know how the conference rival games go. These games can mean a lot at the end of the season when you're talking about playoff seeding, tiebreakers, all that good stuff. And there's never been anything wrong, in my opinion, with a little mutual dislike. I mean, there are no friends when you step between these lines.
And a look at the starters for the Hornets. Williams is down low with Zeller. Kemba Walker is out there with Jeremy Lamb, and it's Batum in at the 3, the small forward. Now here's Lamb. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's on Zach LaVine. One thing that's added a little pressure to Lamb's development, Chris, his link to James Harden.
Well, yeah, maybe the most important trade piece received back from Harden. I mean, it's taken Lamb a while to develop. He's coming around, though, but Harden, of course, I mean, he's perennial MVP candidate.
Shooting 2.
The first free throw is good.
Now, after that great college tournament we all remember Jeremy Lamb performing in, Lamb was drafted 12th overall by the Rockets, but his career had a bit of a seesaw for a while.
And Lamb drops them both. Guys, Jeremy Lamb, 2 years at UConn, drafted by the Thunder, but he's come into his own with the Hornets.
Yeah, and what some exec call the second draft, finding young players who, for whatever reason, haven't been able to make an impact with their first team. Sometimes that change of scenery and ability to mature can do wonders for a player.
Now Walker, after Jabari Parker missed from long range. And Walker kicks to Williams. Just 5 to shoot. Lamb. And it's Chicago with the rebound. They want to keep it rolling here following the win against Dallas.
Just a terrific effort off the bench. Guys came in, they seemed fresh, and they all contributed.
Well, and they played more than just a supporting role. I mean, without their points, it would have been tough to get that role win.
Batum, good.
Oh, and Batum just has astounding body control, which is what allows him to hit shots despite obvious physical contact.
And here's Dunn. He'll bring it up for Chicago. 4-point game. Outside, Levine. The 3. That's in, coming off an assist from Dunn. Levine's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here's Walker. 17 points for him last game against the Raptors in Toronto.
So crafty. The 6'1" Walker is skilled at getting the space he needs.
Done against Walker. Portis, the pass to Parker. Williams with the defensive effort.
Oh, that's just a quick move to the 10 and an even quicker reaction by the D to stop him there.
Here's Lamb. Banked in off the glass.
A nice start for them offensively. 3 of 4 to kick things off.
Looking at the last game for Charlotte, it was a loss to the Raptors. Lopez against Zeller. Portis kicks to Parker. Fires, high post. Zeller grabs the board.
That's another miss. Already they've missed 3 out of 4 to start.
Outside, Walker. Fires the 3. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And it's Chicago the other way. There's the pass to Dunn. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession. David Aldridge had a chance to catch up with head coach James Borrego. David, what do you have to say?
The frustration was evident in his voice when I asked him about their record. He told me, well, we've been learning the hard way. Anything less than 100% effort will not get it done. I want our guys to recognize that and be hungrier than they've been. Is it talent? Is it effort? Well, they're still trying to figure it out. Kevin, back to you.
Okay, David, thanks.
I love the mentality of Dunn, looking to score as often as he can from the painted area.
Walker against Dunn. And there's the whistle. That goes on Chris Dunn. That'll be his second foul of the game.
That's his second foul, and now they might really go at him. I mean, try to get a third foul and force him to sit on the bench.
Bulls making a switch here. Valentine's checked in. Now here's Zeller. And Batum kicks to Lamb. It's hauled in by the Bulls. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Now here's Valentine. Covered by Lamb. And here is Valentine. Fires it up. And off there. He misses his first shot of the night. Walker finds Lamb. And Lamb slams it home.
That great length and leaping ability make Lamb a prototype finisher on the alley-oop.
And a tremendous Unleash Chaos replay coming to you courtesy of Under Armour Hover Hammock. Now here's Levine. He picked up 15 points in their last win against Dallas. Parker passes to Portis. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. 4 on the clock. Here's Levine. Off target with the free throw line, Jay. Hornets leading by 5. Williams in the post, working on Portis. Williams dishes to Walker. Nice D from Levine.
Does well to burrow his way into the post, but loses his touch on the finish.
Well, despite finishing with only 27 wins last season, the Bulls put up more shots than any other team in the NBA.
Yeah, they were first in field goal attempts, but only 23rd in makes. That's why they were last in field goal percentage. But this is what you get with so many young shooters.
Now here's Valentine. Following the miss by Kemba Walker. Levine kicks to Parker. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
And he wasn't going to get away with with that one. Still in motion when he set that screen.
He even knew he wasn't in good position. He tried to slide himself into a better spot. The official wasn't having it.
Walker looking for an opening. Fires for three. Offensive rebound. Second chance shot, and it's good on the way in.
And the work ethic of Zeller. Now that's what makes him dangerous when scoping out opportunities on the offensive glass.
Levine kicks to Portis. It's Parker, top of the key. Outside, Levine. Shot from free throw range. The shot missing. And Charlotte will go the other way with it. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to the Raptors.
You know, a poor shooting night. I just got the sense they didn't work hard enough to get good looks.
Or selfishness. I mean, this is what happens when you don't make the extra pass. Your field goal percentage can go south.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago.
And look, when you watch Zeller play, his game is all about activity. He runs the floor extremely well for a 7-footer. And remember, he also registered one of the higher verticals at the combine the year he was drafted.
All right, a moment here to check out stats for Nicholas Batum, how he performed last season. Last season, he averaged 11 points a game, 5 assists and 4 rebounds. And you know, he'd love a bigger role, but he's trying to prove himself in the minutes he's getting right now.
Yeah, you're right. He's putting in the work, and the results have been okay. He just needs to keep believing in himself.
And Zeller drafted 4th overall. But to this point in his career, Chris, he's been mostly a role player.
Yeah, he needs to increase his shooting range the way that other bigs have. And even though he gives maximum effort every night, he has a hard time defending against quickness on the perimeter.
Batum finds Lamb, and that basket pushes the lead to double digits. Lamb's got 9 points.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Zeller against Lopez. And the Bulls tack on 2 more.
Lopez is great at squaring himself up from mid-range. He's effective whenever he has a little bit of daylight to shoot.
Levine against Walker. It's deflected, and he gets it back. Here's Lamb, and another 3 for Charlotte.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backboard.
Levine kicks to Lopez. Parker inside, defended by Batum. Williams with the block.
You got to give him credit for his confidence. I mean, he hasn't hit a single shot this quarter, but he still keeps firing.
And there's Zeller, and that's good on the assist from Williams. Zeller's got his second basket.
Methodical in their approach. They have absolutely owned this first quarter.
Well, I love how they've done it. They've built this huge lead with points in the paint, dominating physically.
And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A 3-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
And looking at Jabari Parker, 6'8", about 250 pounds. Greg, what's his best position?
You know, I think he has a small forward skill, but with the way the game is changing, you could see him play some power forward as well. And I think his best fit might just be at the 4 because of the mismatch he can create.
Free throw no good for Parker. Some call it the Ewing theory, teams that play better without relying on a star player. Chris, how sustainable is that?
It's not sustainable. It's real cute until you have the teams that are focused and want to win come in. And usually that Ewing theory, that's usually like in the 5th week of the season or before All-Star break when teams are figuring out themselves. Once everybody has identified their strengths and their weaknesses, you need that horse to ride. You need that big hoss in there, that guy that's dependable every night. And as long as he's a willing passer, unselfish player, no, you need those guys. I don't believe that teams are better without their main guy. Maybe for short stretches, players can rally. But you look at championship winners, I'm trying to think of one that didn't have a superstar on their roster. I just don't buy into that theory.
Here is Carter following the basket by Jeremy Lamb. Valentine passes to Parker. Lets it go from 11. Herman Gomez grabs the miss.
And they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
Parker drives in. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Chicago calls timeout.
And for the Hornets, after last year's debacle, it's a whole new world. I mean, think about a new GM, new head coach, and a fresh outlook on things.
Monks check in for Charlotte. Kid Gilchrist with the steal. From 20 feet out. The shot by Monk is no good. And talking about the Hornets, they really expected to make the playoffs last season, but Chris, I think they were shocked that it didn't happen.
Yeah, I mean, they felt good about their free agent signings. I mean, they felt good about the draft, but coming together as one complete unit, that's easier said than done.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
Valentine kicks to Felicio. Parker outside. Herman Gomez grabs the miss.
I mean, he has to work harder to get a good high percentage look. I mean, he's been taking some bad shots out there.
And the whistle blows as the basket counts and a three-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up.
That's his first personal foul.
Yeah, and thinking back to Kaminsky's first affiliation with the NBA, I mean, when he was 5 years old, his aunt and uncle worked for the Bulls. Frank had access to the practice facility when Jordan and Rodman were on the team. That's not fair.
One shot, gentlemen.
The free throw drops for Kaminsky. And Kaminsky, a great high school prospect out of Illinois, named College Basketball Player of the Year. Chris, maybe his time at the Bulls facility has paid off.
Yeah, think about it. And guess what? Michael Jordan's Hornets drafted him 9th overall. But he has big expectations because of what he did in college. He's still making the transition from college 5 to the NBA stretch 4.
And here is Parker after the three-pointer from Wendell Carter. Parker inside. That shot off.
A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter.
Here's Felicio. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Hernan Gomez has got 4 rebounds in this game. Monk kicks to Hernan Gomez. Passes it to Monk. Four on the clock. Here's the three. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Holiday looking for an opening to the wing right side. Pass to Parker. Goes up from the top of the key. Another one falls for Chicago. Here's Kid Gilchrist. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Parker, right side. Pass to Hernan Gomez. Down it goes. His third basket. He's now 3 for 4.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Valentine. He can't get it to go. Now here's Parker. He's guarded closely. And then Monk with the dunk.
Aggressive coming out of the gate here, guys. Wow.
Yeah, you got to love it. Everything's working. Offense, defense, already a big lead.
With 1 on the clock. And the last second attempt does not go in for him.
Now, look, you got to respect the defense of Kid Gilchrist. He's just absolutely tenacious.
And so it's Charlotte out in front by 17 points at the end of the quarter. Their transition game has been in full effect. And don't go away. We'll be right back. Robin Lopez talks about the importance of being the anchor on the defensive end.
That's something I relish. It's something unique. It's something to take pride in, that you have all your teammates back on the defensive end, and when it gets down to it, you're kind of that last line of defense. And obviously, defense is a team-oriented ideal, but there's something fun about that. I think there's something competitive about that.
And Greg, that's why his teammates love him.
Absolutely. You can tell Lopez really wants to make an impact on defense on every possession.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And a comfortable margin for the Hornets here, guys.
I mean, a huge lead, and already after this first quarter, they're starting to make it look easy.
I love it. They have their track shoes on. Right off the tip, they were in full attack mode. This offense is really churning.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. So the Bulls 5 right now. Dunn and Holiday team up in the backcourt. Valentine out there with Carter. And it's Felicio in at the center. Dunn kicks to Felicio. Bounce pass, Holiday. Here's Dunn. The shot by Carter, nobody around.
No three-pointers for him in the second quarter yet, but he did have one in the first.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, Kemba Walker helped lead UConn to a national title, but it took some time to hit his stride at the NBA level. He finally became an all-star, but his team is rebuilding in Charlotte. Mitch Kupchak is the new general manager, and James Borrego is the new head coach. Guys?
A terrific player, D.A., for sure. Thanks. Now, here's Parker. He has 6. And there's the whistle. That goes on Chris Dunn. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Left side, Kid Gilchrist. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
And Kid Gilchrist is very good at finishing through physical contact. In fact, he welcomes the challenge of hitting these shots over the defense.
Holiday goes in. Felicio, he gets that one.
Yeah, another first-year head coach who came up through the ranks as an assistant. James Borrego had been an interim head coach for the Magic in 2015, but he was quickly told that the permanent job would not be his.
One shot.
One shot, mind the lanes.
And talking about Borrego leaving Orlando, and in some ways turned out to be a blessing.
Well, you're right, Kevin. I mean, he spent the next few years in San Antonio as an assistant to Popovich. His second stint as an assistant with the Spurs. The first time around, though, he was part of a 2-time championship team. This man has winning in his genes.
Yeah, the assist by Parker, just brilliant. Really seeing his teammates out there.
And it's Dunn penetrating. Carter outside. That's in, coming off an assist from Dunn. Dunn's got 3 assists now in this one.
Okay, we got a nice little back and forth going here.
And I love it, Greg. Both sides inflicting damage from the perimeter. We'll see how the defenses adjust, though.
Now, here's Monk. He's got 5.
He's trying to help him add to this lead, but he just can't find his touch.
Parker with the steal. And stolen by Dunn. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Hernangomez has got 6 rebounds here tonight.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Dunn against Parker. Felicio, the pass to Carter. Count it. Carter's got 7 points here in this quarter.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
And the foul on Wendell Carter. That's his first foul. So for the Bulls, Bobby Portis is checked in for Felicio, and Levine subbed in for Denzel Valentine. The Hornets also with a sub. Zeller's checked in. Parker against Dunn. Stolen by Carter. Levine looking around to the inside. That one good for 2.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Charlotte leading by 10. Monk with the ball, now defended by Levine. Monk kicks to Zeller. Parker against Dunn. And Justin Holiday picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And some changes here for the Hornets. Williams, he's checked in for Frank Kaminsky. Batum comes in for Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. And it's Kemba Walker in for Tony Parker. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. That one goes in. Walker's got his second basket of the night.
Well, the shooter of Walker's caliber, I mean, you can't allow him to shoot with his feet set.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. You know, Chris, I don't know if we can call it unexpected, but a couple highly regarded rookies have struggled so far to begin the year right out of the gate.
You have to learn your way in here. Just because you were great on one level does not guarantee you success at this level. And that's why you have to come in with a great work ethic and an open ear and a heart that's really trying to understand the concepts of the game. It's a huge adjustment going from college to the pros. You think about it, you're playing against guys that are stronger, guys that have more of a mental advantage because they've been through the situation that you're going through the first time over and over and over. The game is much faster, players are much better, and the thing I think is usually the biggest kind of separator of levels is that your athletic ability no longer means anything. Very rarely do you come from college being the best athlete and now the best athlete in the NBA. So many different levels, and you just hope that guys don't get caught in the struggle, but understand that the struggle for any player is part of the game, part of the transition from college to the pros.
In games that came down to one possession last season, Chris, the Hornets won 1 but lost 5.
Which is better than going winless in those games as they did the season before. But look, you have to have closers on your team, not just clutch players, but guys who can get their own shot against anyone.
That one falls, so he hits both of them.
No, for a player who won a national championship in college and has been outstanding since coming into the NBA, Walker may still rate as one of the game's more underappreciated players.
Now here's Levine. From outside, off the mark. It's Williams with the drive. Got a piece of it.
Got to have more of this moving forward. Portis has the size needed to turn back shots.
And Marvin Williams picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Jabari Parker's checked in for Carter. And a switch here also for Charlotte. Jeremy Lamb's checked in for Monk. Parker finds Portis. Rebound by Williams. And it's Williams with the ball for Charlotte. They led by as many as 18 points. Batum passes to Lamb. He feeds it to Walker. Over Levine. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
He kicks to Lopez. Back to Levine. And Holiday has it in the corner. Just 3 to shoot over Lamb. And the Bulls with another miss. Charlotte leading by 14. Outside, Walker shoots over Portis. He squares up and sinks it. 8 points for Kemba Walker.
Well, if you thought the D was going to tighten up on him here in the second quarter, think again.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Now here is Holiday, covered by Lamb. Down low, here's Parker. That's good, and it's Levine with the assist. 6 points for Jabari Parker.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
And Walker kicks to Lamb. Poked away. And so the ball goes out of bounds. Lopez touched it last. And here's a look now at the shot chart showing the field goals attempted locations for Parker.
And the story of the game for him has really been painful. I mean, he's tried to get things going, but for whatever reason, between the defense and just his rhythm tonight, the touch just hasn't been there.
From deep, Walker.
Oh, good job and sticky with his man. When Levine is engaged on defense, it makes a huge difference.
Knocks down the 3 ball. Levine's got 6.
And look, the D has to be talking out there. They can't make threes that easy for them.
Levine against Walker. Williams scanning the floor. Floats one up. Yep, it counts. And the Hornets lead by 13.
And Williams uses his athleticism yet again. A remarkable penetrator.
Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. Levine against Walker. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got 4 rebounds in this game. Parker against Batum. Kicks to Walker. And there's the pass to Lamb. Offline with his 3.
He finds a major hole in the D beyond the arc and still can't cash in on it.
Outside Holiday. Out to Parker. Jacks up a 3. It's rebounded by Charlotte.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
Walker against Portis. On the wing, Williams. Now here's Batum. Defense right on him. Always a solid all-around player. Marvin Williams' improvement from range has made him a little more dangerous.
Well, think about this. Over his first 3 seasons, he shot under 30% from distance. That's not good. But in recent seasons, he shot over 40% a couple times. That's great. That'll keep you relevant in today's game.
Two shots.
That's good from Williams. When it came to a big man's responsibilities, you helped pave the way for so much change in that regard. But what are some of the big C-Web now doing that weren't done when you were playing?
I don't know, Kevin, if it was anything that they weren't doing, but it's the freedom to do it with consistency. So even if we talk about a Larry Bird, who only could shoot maybe a 3.5 a game, let's just round it up to 2 threes a game. Well, now, what if Larry Bird had the freedom to shoot 10 threes a game like guys do now? And so I think that the game has caught up with players' skill set as opposed to the skill set catching up with players' game. So no longer are you held to being a big man. Now you can be a basketball player, and being a basketball player for Dirk Nowitzki is much better than him being a big man. Dirk Nowitzki, being a basketball player that he is, means that he is a threat wherever he is on the floor because he's not just limited to a 2-foot box space there in the post. And for defenders like myself, I would much rather Dirk Nowitzki have to stay 2 feet in the post than to be able to shoot the ball whenever, wherever he wanted to, because I tell you what, now you got a problem because he can knock it down from anywhere and everywhere that he wants to.
Here's Walker. Jabari Parker making his last shot. And Batum kicks to Lamb. Sweet little floater. Lamb's got 16 points.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Levine finds Lopez. Portis with it. 11 points for him in that last game against the Mavericks in Dallas. Here's Holiday, and they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
I like that pick play. I mean, you can see how easily it makes it for him to get to the cup. Justin Holiday. How about this, man? You gotta love it. The Holiday brothers. Congratulations, Mama Holiday. Oh, you too, Dad. But look at this. Justin Holiday, 14 months older than his brother, Drew Holiday. Justin's route to the league was more winding, though. Time in Europe, the G League, 5 teams is in many seasons. But who cares? You're in the league, baby.
Free throw, good, Holiday. And Holiday last season by far the most minutes of his career.
Oh, starting on a Bulls team that was one of the worst in the league. You know, you're going to get time. You're always going to be down. You're always going to be fighting for the league. You got to keep your best players in there. But look, it still was a definite confidence boost for him.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Fellas, that's just like it's supposed to work. Don't give the D a chance to set up.
Now here's Parker. A 17-point game for him in the win against the Mavericks in Dallas.
Well, he also made a mark with his passing and had the assist total to show for it. Now, you better watch it. He doesn't want to pick up a third foul before halftime.
You know, Chris, Bobby Portis showing continued progress as a scorer.
Well, look, he can shoot from anywhere on this floor, and he's 6'11". I mean, just imagine that. But, you know, if you give him starters minutes, you know, maybe he can be a 20-10 guy in this league.
First one falls for him.
Now, whether Portis can make the leap is still up in the air. He's young and has the potential to be really good in this league.
So for the Bulls, Felicio comes in for Robin Lopez, and it's Valentine in for Justin Holiday. And then for Charlotte, Kaminsky, he's checked in for Williams. Kid Gilchrist comes in for Nicholas Batum. And Tony Parker subbed in for Lamb. Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line.
How about Portis, a draft day steal in 2015? The 22nd pick. Now look, he's got size, skill, no fear. He brings a confidence and a toughness that you love to see. I'm not sure if the D bothered him or if he just lost concentration on that one, but that's a layup he should convert.
Bean passes to Portis. Felicio kicks to Parker. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. And again, Chicago, no good. And Bobby Portis suspended, Chris, the first 8 games of last season for his altercation with Nikola Mirotic.
Yeah, I'm sure he'd like to, you know, take that mistake back. But at the same time, that aggressiveness, when you challenge him the right way, that'll help him on the court.
And that's just great work there to get in the shooter's face and then go and corral that backboard.
Parker looking over the floor. Kid Gilchrist with the steal.
And 2 for 1. That's what they'd like to get right now.
Yeah, this could come down to the correct play call. But let's see what they do right here.
And that's a nice jump shot there by Parker. Caught it right in rhythm.
To the wing on the left. Kid Gilchrist with the steal. Parker drives in. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
Nice understanding of where to go with the pass there.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Parker against Levine. Clock at 6. Chicago needs to get off a shot here. And so it's the Charlotte Hornets looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. They've had such great ball movement and shot selection, and it's led to a terrific field goal percentage. And we'll be right back after this.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, folks. Good to have you back. Ernie Johnson with Kenny the Jet Smith and the Big Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome to the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. After the first 2 quarters of play, it's Charlotte in control. They have a 13-point lead. And big fella, your thoughts on the Hornets?
The speed they're playing with has been fantastic. They're pushing the ball in transition and catching the defense. That's snapping, Ernie. Anyway, a huge chunk of their offense has come on the break. They've got a nice lead, but they shouldn't slow anything down. I say keep doing what you do.
And now, Kenny, let's get your opinion on the Bulls.
Well, I think their problem is rebounding, Ernie. You know, when you're trying to come back in a game, every possession counts because each possession can turn into points, and you need to cut that deficit quickly.
And that's going to do it for us here. The second half of action is coming your way.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. What can you say, Jeremy Lamb? An impressive effort here today.
And I loved in that first half that they were patient, looked for good shots, and knocked them down.
Yeah, and then it wasn't all dunks. I mean, they were squaring up with confidence, and that became contagious.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Bulls trail by 13. Here's who James Borrego is starting the second half with. Williams is down low with Zeller. Jeremy Lamb out there with Kemba Walker. And it's Batum in its small forward.
And number 4 for your Bulls, Chris Dunn.
And stolen by Williams. Zeller with it. Now guarded by Dunn. A nice shot by Zeller. Zeller's got the first bucket of the third here for the Hornets. Parker kicks to Lopez. Over Zeller. Lopez, no luck.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Now Dunn passes it to Portis. It doesn't go for him. Nice D from Williams. Charlotte leading by 15. Outside, Walker. Pass to Batum. From beyond the arc. But they'll get another chance. Pass to Walker. Shot clock at 6. Here's Lamb. Not enough on that one as it misses. And Chicago shooting around 41% on the night. Parker kicks to Dunn. Back to Parker. Dunn outside. For the 3. The shot, no good. And Charlotte will go the other way with it. They led by as many as 18 points.
Third straight miss to start the half, but it's still early. No need to panic.
Now here's Lamb. He's got 16.
They haven't gotten their legs back. Just 1 for 4 to start the second half.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Kevin, and you risk getting dunked on, posterized. I mean, if you let Portis get good positioning, don't be surprised.
Well, of all the troubles the Bulls suffered last season, Chris, rebounding was not one of them.
So would you believe this? I mean, the Bulls have been top 10 in rebounding every year for the last 16 years. And for 3 of those years, they were number 1 overall.
Chicago making a switch here. Carter's checked in. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. For 3, Williams. It's hauled in by Dunn.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Now here's Levine. 6 points for him. Dishes it to Carter. 6 on the shot clock. Tries it from 19. They get it back.
Oh, well, Lopez is terrific on the offensive glass. I love seeing him use his long arms to haul in the boards.
And it's Walker with the ball, bringing it up for Charlotte. They lead by 11. Takes the 12-footer and hits.
Timeout.
Walker's got 10 points.
And that's what you like to see right there. A solid move to give himself some room and take it inside.
Chicago calls timeout. And Robin Lopez, one of those dirty work type of big men, rebounding, defending, a lot of grit, setting screens. He does it all.
Yeah, unselfish. He does know his role. It just makes things easier for his teammates. Has his quirks, but has proven to be a great teammate.
Denzel Valentine, he's checked in for Chris Dunn. Monk's checked in for Charlotte. And Levine, here we go. Chalk up 2 there.
That's just unreal concentration from Levine. Accepting the hit and finding a way to work through it.
Zach LaVine, a high riser. The 2-time dunk contest champ, making his return from that ACL surgery. He can be an explosive scorer.
1 shot.
That one misses for Levine. And from everything you hear, Levine is a big-time gym rat, Greg.
Yeah, you know, I think he's very dedicated to reaching his full potential. And with his shooting and athleticism, I think he's a great fit in today's game in terms of offense.
Oh, that's nice shooting from there. That looked pure coming out of Walker's hands.
Levine finds Lopez. Back to Levine. That's tipped.
And registering one of the highest verticals at the NBA Combine, Zeller can send your shot back.
Lamb passes to Monk. Now here's Lamb. Defense right on him. No good with the layup. Bulls trail by 14. Parker outside. He kicks to Levine. The pass to Carter. Back to Levine. From deep. The Hornets pull it in. Williams has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Launches it. Hits it from 3-point range. Williams has got 9.
Yeah, and that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
Levine kicks to Lopez. Back to Levine. Stolen by Walker. Here's Zeller. And the rebound goes to Lopez. Lopez has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. It's Parker with the drive. And the dunk by Parker.
Capable of doing many things well. Levine has a good sense of when his guys are open.
Now here's Lamb. 16 points for him. Offensive rebound. Passes it to Monk. Offline with his 3. Bulls trail by 15. Here's the floater. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Kemba Walker picks one up.
And because of his skill set, Levine often puts the defense in tight spots. I mean, you got to be careful guarding.
Shooting 2.
And that one misses.
How about Zach LaVine? I mean, signing a big new contract this summer. Listen, that ACL injury he had, that's in the rear view. Obviously a lot riding on his health and return to form, but he's put in the work.
Here's what Chicago's going with right now. Felicio comes in for Robin Lopez, and Justin Holiday subbed in for Jabari Parker. And he's good on the second. And LaVine seems to be at full strength. His vertical leap testing even higher, if we can believe that, even higher, Chris, than it did in the pre-draft combine.
He's a hard worker. His scoring efficiency lagged a little bit last season, but he was trying to get his game right after injury. Look, we know his potential as far as scoring that ball. His three-point game hasn't been there for him today, but don't sleep on him. At any moment, he could get his touch back.
Outside Holiday. A floater, and they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
Shooting one.
He knew what he wanted to do all along. The teardrop.
Justin Holiday, the older brother of Drew Holiday, stints in the G League and abroad, but Greg, he has solidified himself as an NBA player.
Yeah, standing at 6'7" with that 7-foot wingspan. Every team in the league wants long, versatile wings with shooting, and this young man fits the bill.
Chris Dunn's checked in for the Bulls.
One shot, gentlemen.
Everyone seems to suffer small injuries, C-Webb, over the course of a season. Who does the best, you think, at battling through those minor bumps and bruises and injuries and still continues to play well?
You know what, Kevin? I can't answer that question because whoever does it does not let us know also that they're hurt.
They hide it. Yeah, good point. You're right.
Because the main guys that get through it, they're not going to tell you.
Parker's shot is off.
A hand right in his face on the layup. Excellent defense that time in the paint.
Dunn outside. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Valentine. That's in, coming off an assist from Dunn. Dunn's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Hornets leading by 9. Here's Monk. 5 points in the game. Hernan Gomez finds Parker. And Felicio is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul.
Parker against Dunn. Shot clock at 6. Parker dishes to Kid Gilchrist. Over Valentine. Kid Gilchrist, no luck. Now the Bulls with it. Good momentum, 8 straight points. Outside Holiday. It's stolen by Monk. Outside Kid Gilchrist. Rebound by the Bulls. Felicio's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Holiday, and it's Chicago scoring again.
What unselfishness from the young guard, Dunn. He's making more of an effort to distribute the ball.
Parker passes to Hernan Gomez. Kicks it to Monk from the arc. Felicio with the rebound. Felicio's got 6 rebounds in the game.
Really tough night for him offensively. I mean, I wonder what the score would be if he wasn't so cold from the field. Terrific pass work. That shot's a lot easier after an assist like that.
Hornets leading by 5. And now the first timeout called here for the Hornets.
Chris Dunn taken 5th overall back in 2016. Didn't break through in his rookie season with the Wolves. He's getting more opportunity here in Chicago.
And a chance to now check out the scoring distribution between the front court and the back court players tonight for the Hornets.
And it's been guard play, which really has shouldered the burden offensively here. They'd like a bit more production from the front court, but in the meantime, this backcourt has kept them in the game.
Trying to end the drought. Parker's shot is off. And Greg, you look at Dunn, it can take longer for point guards to develop in the NBA.
A great point. It's the most cerebral position in our game. Learning how to run an NBA offense is a challenge. Good news, though, is he's putting in the work necessary to figure it out and progressing nicely.
And so it's Charlotte with it. The Bulls getting the bucket. Here's Parker. It's hauled in by the Bulls. And they have certainly been looking locked in offensively.
They sure have. Staying aggressive and playing under control.
And so it's Parker with it. He'll bring it up for Charlotte. They led by as many as 18 points. That one doesn't go.
Well, he hasn't been very precise at all this year.
Dunn with it. He's picked up by Parker. Valentine wide open. He fires. That's in. Coming off an assist from Dunn.
And finally, they fought themselves back to even the score. We've got a new ball game here now.
They've shown some character tonight. There was no quit in them, even when they were down big.
Charlotte calls timeout. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Bulls making a switch here. Portis is checked in. Dunn's shot's good. Dunn's got the game tied up here for Chicago.
And you've got to give them a lot of credit for just battling back into this game.
Yeah, Greg, there's no panic in them. I mean, staring at a big deficit, they still kept their poise and went to work.
Here's Kid Gilchrist. It's tipped. They retain possession. And that one's good. Parker.
Yeah, Parker's ability to stretch it, it really forces the defense to contest him from out there.
Parker against Dunn. Here's the teardrop, and that's 2 points on the layup. Dunn's got 10 points in the game.
He's giving him a nice lift this quarter. The shots are falling.
Parker kicks to Kid Gilchrist. Chicago grabs the miss. Here's Holiday. They get it back. Nice shot by Portis.
What intensity on the glass from Portis. A junkyard dog. He worked so hard for the second chance opportunities.
Pass to Parker. Back to Batum. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Parker. Parker's got 5 assists in the game. Chicago trailing here. Dunn kicks to Felicio. Back to Dunn. And Dunn with the slam.
The former 5th overall pick in the 2016 draft. I mean, this is encouraging for Dunn, putting it all together right now.
Charlotte has gone downtown a lot since halftime. They've missed 5 of their 9 attempts out there. Parker against Dunn. Parker inside. 2 on the clock. It's not going to go for him. And don't go away. We'll be right back. Moments ago from the huddle, let's listen in on head coach Fred Hoiberg.
Keep competing, guys. Keep competing. Hey, we made the extra pass all quarter. Great job. Great job. Keep that movement out there. All right, keep attacking, guys. Every time we get into the paint, something good's happening.
Fred Hoiberg smelling blood. Loves what they've been able to do offensively around the rim.
I think they found a weakness
in the D. Want to keep pounding on it and at least until some kind of adjustment is made by the opponent.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Levine and Parker are the wings. Bobby Portis out there with Robin Lopez. And it's done in at the point. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Batum scanning the floor. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
Last thing they want to be doing right now is giving away possessions. The turnovers can kill you in this kind of game.
Charlotte making some changes. Zeller, he's checked in for Hernan Gomez. Jeremy Lamb comes in for Kaminsky. And Walker subbed in for Tony Parker. Dunn passes to Levine. Outside Portis from past the arc. That one misses. And Charlotte will go the other way with it. They led by as many as 18 points. Walker finds Lamb. Six to shoot. From deep, Walker. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. Williams has got his 4th assist in this one. Done against Walker. Levine for 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Watch out. Now that he's got his first 3 of the half, there might be more in store.
On the wing, Lamb. Guarded by Levine, and it's sent back by Lopez.
Well, Lopez is out there to set the tone defensively. I mean, he's a wily, strong defender who sends shots back with authority.
Down against Walker. Pass to Zeller. Down to 5 on the shot clock. With the teardrop, Lamb, good.
Masterful touch from Lamb right there. I mean, floaters are difficult, but there he makes it look easy.
Dunn kicks to Portis. Parker up top. And it's good, 2 points.
A good score inside, and the defense really offering very little resistance.
That's just an attack mindset. I love it. Game on the line, he's out competing guys.
Now here's Lamb. And the pass to Zeller. Overdone. And Charlotte again with the bucket.
Look, he has a good feel for the painted area. Zeller, never in a rush. Very deliberate with his moves.
Dunn looking over the floor. Over in the corner, Portis passes to Levine. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
No fear trying his luck inside. You know he has hops.
C-Web, one area where the Hornets really improved last season. Offensive rebounding.
Oh, yeah, they've been good on the defensive boards for a while. But when they added Dwight Howard, suddenly the second chance opportunities begin to pile up. I mean, I don't know if they can maintain this without Dwight Howard, who's one of the best rebounders of his generation.
Free throw good, Levine.
That's what they want to see from him, attacking, getting whistles, and maybe causing some foul trouble.
And so Levine nails both of them.
I mean, and when you think of Levine, I mean, his dunking ability comes to mind. I mean, he's proven to be an elite poster maker.
And here is Lamb. And a wide open look for Walker. No good with the triple.
Well, that's the shot they're looking for. A clean three-pointer. Just can't get it to go.
Outside, Levine. To take the lead. Batum grabs the miss.
allowing no space for the shooter to get comfortable. Just terrific defense.
Yeah, that won't go on the stat sheet, close to getting the block, but really it had the same effect.
Now here's Walker. Pass to Lamb. Nice D from Levine. In transition, here come the Bulls. And then Levine with the jam.
You just see why Levine won the dunk contest in 2016. I mean, he has endless ups.
And a terrific bit of chaos there on the replay, presented by the Under Armour Hover Havoc. Here's Lamb. To the paint. Here's Walker. Good on the shot. Walker's got 10 points in just the second half.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
Now here's Lopez. Back to Parker. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Lamb's got his 4th rebound in this one. And here's Walker outside. Jabari Parker comes up with the rebound. Parker's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Pass to Levine. It's stolen by Lamb. Parker with the steal. And here's the fast break. Dunn leading the way. And they pick up 2.
And you see there the speed that Dunn possesses. I mean, he's an absolute force when he's moving like this in transition.
Walker against Dunn. Here's Lamb. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. It's on Zach LaVine. Well, as we move into the 4th, it's been an even game.
Guys, teams have exchanged the lead 5 times thus far.
Carter, he's checked in for Chicago. Free throw drops for Lamb. And here's Dunn. He'll bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. Trailing by 2. Parker outside. Off target with his 3. Charlotte's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Williams dishes to Walker. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Dunn, and so he's picked up his final foul, and he will sit for the rest of this game. Valentine's checked in for Chris Dunn.
You talk about making the engine run. Kemba Walker, he's the man. Lightning quick, stronger than he looks. I mean, this man is a competitor.
Shooting 2, gentlemen.
The first free throw is good. And with Walker, the effort's always there. But, Chris, so is the production.
I mean, he has some of the best handles in the game. He's going to generate offense for you. He's a good bet for 20 or more points a game, 5 to 6 assists, and provides tremendous leadership.
Kemba Walker hits them both. And here are the Bulls now. 4-point game. Valentine passes to Carter. He dishes it to Levine. Now here's Valentine. Guarded by Walker. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it's Parker in the corner. Shoots over Batum. And that one hits back iron. Charlotte leading by 4. Williams finds Walker. It's deflected, and he's able to get it back. Outside, Batum tries a 3. The shot, no good. The Bulls have gone 5 of 10, 50% from the field. Now the pass to Carter. Inside. That's good, and it's Levine with the assist. Levine's got 4 assists now tonight.
Great move to get to the rim. I think they're going to take the aggressive approach down the stretch.
And they have to. I mean, this isn't the time in the game to be careful. This is the time to attack.
Now here's Lamb. It's deflected, and he's able to get it back. Walker, plenty of room to knock down the shot. Walker's got 14 points here in the second half.
Well, when Kevin spots a wide-open teammate, he zips the rock to him quickly. Just exceptional vision.
Valentine kicks to Carter. Back to Valentine. Outside, Levine. Carter on the wing for the three. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Batum's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Lamb with the ball. Buries it down low. Lamb's got 23 points.
And for a guy that thin to absorb the contact and still knock it down, Lamb does have some metal to it.
Now Carter. Lopez outside. Out to the wing. That's a 2 from Parker. And the shot is long.
And out of rhythm offensively, but he continues to work at it.
I mean, truth is, if you play long enough, sometimes you're going to have a bad quarter, even a bad game. I doubt that this shakes his confidence.
Yeah, how about the percentage they're shooting from beyond the arc here in the second half?
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Now, here's Valentine, guarded by Walker, and he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more. So we'll see Denzel Valentine go to the line here. Kemba Walker picks one up. Chris, you talk about basketball IQ, intangibles. Look no further than Denzel Valentine.
Oh, yeah, he's a playmaker, a shooter. I mean, one of the silkiest teardrop floaters in the game.
One shot.
And boy, when you think about what the Bulls were in the 90s, Jordan, Pippen, Grant, Robin, I mean, a group that could suffocate you on both ends.
Now here's Lamb. Zeller dishes to Walker. Top of the key jumper, no good.
And that's the shot you want to create. They just can't get it to fall.
Well, that just shows you can do everything right sometimes, but still get the wrong result.
And Chris, talking about the Bulls dynasty, some people feel it was the greatest of all time.
That's a tough question. You got Russell, Celtics, Duncan, Spurs, the Lakers, Showtime. Let's include the Warriors of today. I really don't argue about it because they can't go head-to-head, unfortunately.
Here's Walker. Jabari Parker making his last shot. From deep. And out of bounds as Chicago gains possession. The Bulls making a switch here. Payne's checked in. Bulls trail by 4. Lopez outside. Parker outside. Pulls from the top of the key. But they recover it. Levine for 3. Bangs home the trifecta. Levine's got 13 points in the second half.
Staying under control in key moments. I mean, the way Levine handles these important possessions are so impressive.
Here's Lamb. No good. They had a chance to end the run there. And so Levine will bring it up now for Chicago. To take the lead. It's rebounded by Charlotte. They led by as many as 18 points. Lamb passes to Williams. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. It's going to be on Wendell Carter. And the Bulls making a change here. Blakeney's checked in.
as that was the free throw, probably even bigger. Now you've got a 2-possession lead all of a sudden.
Here's Blakeney. It's Parker with the drive, and he banks in the layup.
And he has the chops for this, raising the intensity when it matters most.
And he's showing you he wants to close this game out. That's an attitude that he brings and is appreciated by this team.
Now here's Lamb. That one goes. Count it.
He's always been a confident scorer. Lamb relishes the big one.
And he caps that off in style. He gets the finish with the harm. Huge possession there to extend the lead.
Here's Hutchison, and then Carter with the dunk.
And guys, right now, the defense mentally not there. Can't afford too many of those in a close game like this.
Yeah, Jay, you're right. Almost a free run for him there.
Well, I know he's not the #1 priority for the defense, but they still got to give him some attention, guys.
Here's Hutchison. Got it. Good job in the low post. And it's now only a 1-point Charlotte lead.
And they get exactly the matchup they want inside. I mean, and it gives them the biggest bucket of the game.
Here's Walker. Poke loose, and they get it back. 55 seconds left in the game. And Marvin Williams picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Valentine's checked in for Chicago. Chicago's gone a disappointing 2 of 6 on three-point attempts here in the fourth. Chicago calls timeout. They're behind by 3. There's 53 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. A chance now to recognize our Jordan Player of the Game, Jeremy Lamb.
And it's been a ridiculous performance in the best sense possible. I mean, everything about his game has been working. And no matter what they've thrown at him, he's had the answer.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, I was able to listen in on what Fred Hoiberg told his team, and he's pushing them to empty the tank. He said, I know you're tired and it's been a tough game, but we can't hold back. If you're tired, come out. Otherwise, I want you full speed, guys.
Okay, David, much appreciated. Shot clock at 6. Two points here might be all the cushion they need.
You would think so. This game is theirs for the taking.
There's Walker with the 3.
I don't know why he keeps shooting the 3. Anybody tell me nothing is falling for him? He's going to end the game on a bad note if he keeps this up.
Parker outside, kept alive. Lopez goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. It's on Nicholas Batum.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
He sinks the clutch free throw.
And the whole game resting on one free throw, and he buries it. Tremendous heart.
And the Hornets call time here. Here's Walker. From outside the arc, right between the eyes.
And whenever the game is on the line, Walker is a great option to go to. He just has a knack for burying big shots.
Chicago calls timeout. They're down by 3. 1 second left in the fourth quarter. And so it's the Hornets who come out on top. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin, this is the kind of win you have to take a ton of pride in. I mean, they battled with everything they had and came through when the pressure was at its highest.
And that about wraps it up. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And we'll see you next time.